Ever watch someone who just cannot be shaken? A colleague who receives brutal criticism and nods thoughtfully. A person in a crisis whose voice stays steady. Someone who says no without apology and yes without fear. It's not arrogance, it's not indifference. It's a quiet, unbreakable confidence that seems to come from a different operating system entirely. That confidence isn't a genetic gift, it's a forgeable shield, and its blueprint was drawn over 2,000 years ago by the Stoics of ancient Rome and Greece. This is not about becoming emotionless. This is about becoming so grounded in who you are and what you control that external events lose their power to dictate your state of mind. You become, in a word, dangerous, not to others, but to chaos, to anxiety, to manipulation. Today, we dive into 7 Stoic rules that, when practiced, will architect that dangerously confident you, the you that masters the ultimate superpower, the power to react to nothing. Before we unpack the rules, let's define our target. Stoic confidence is not swagger, it's not needing validation, it is the deep-seated knowledge that your worth, your character, and your peace are internal properties. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus, born a slave, laid the cornerstone with one brutal, liberating dichotomy. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. Your opinions, your judgments, your desires, your actions, these are yours. Your body, your reputation, your wealth, the past, the future, these are not fully yours. The dangerously confident person pours all their energy into the first category and meets the second category with calm acceptance. This is the core. Everything else builds on this. The first rule is to practice the daily premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Confidence is often killed by the unexpected. The shock derails us. Stoics counter this with a mental vaccine. Each morning, spend a few minutes visualizing what could go wrong today. The traffic jam, the project rejection, the difficult conversation. But here's the key. Visualize yourself handling it with composure. See yourself calm in the chaos. This isn't pessimism, it's strategic inoculation. By mentally rehearsing adversity, you strip it of its surprise and emotional sting. When it happens, you don't react with panic. You think, there it is. I've already seen this. I know how to proceed. Your confidence comes from preparedness, not from a hope that nothing bad will occur. The second rule, your circle of control is your citadel. Epictetus's dichotomy is your practical tool. Anxious energy is energy leaked onto things you cannot command. The dangerously confident person constantly audits their mental focus. Is your mind churning over a stranger's opinion? That's outside your citadel. Release it. Are you worrying about the outcome of a presentation? That's partially outside. Focus only on your preparation, your effort, the parts within your walls. Your confidence grows from feeling your own agency, your own sovereignty. You are no longer a leaf in the wind, reacting to every gust. You are the trunk, firm, rooted. The third rule, speak only what is necessary, the discipline of assent. Confidence is quiet. Insecurity is loud. The Stoic discipline of assent teaches us to pause before endorsing an impression or expressing a thought. Before you speak, ask, is this true? Is this necessary? Is this kind? Gossip, complaints, reactive insults, boasting, these are leaks of your power. They tie your internal state to external validation. The person who speaks less, but with precision and truth, commands a different kind of attention. Their words have weight. This rule trains you to react to nothing internally first, creating a buffer between stimulus and your response. That buffer is where your power lives. But here's a challenging thought. If you implement just these first 3 rules, you'll start to feel a shift. You'll be calmer, more in control, which leads to a crucial question. What do you think is the one external thing people sacrifice their confidence for most often? Is it approval, money, comfort, or something else? Let me know in the comments below. The fourth rule: find the obstacle, then use it. This is the famous Stoic turn. The impediment to action becomes the action itself. A setback is raw material for resilience. Criticism is data for improvement. A difficult person is a training partner for your patience. The dangerously confident person doesn't see pure barriers. They see redirects. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, wrote to himself, "The obstacle in the path becomes the path." This mindset makes you anti-fragile. Your confidence doesn't just survive challenges, it is forged and hardened by them. You stop reacting to problems as enemies and start engaging. Amor fati. Love your fate. This goes beyond acceptance. It's a passionate embrace of everything that happens, the good, the bad, the ugly, as necessary for you. Nietzsche, who was deeply influenced by Stoicism, captured it. My formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati, not merely bearing what is necessary, but loving it. The project that failed taught you what your real strength is. The ended relationship made space for a new chapter. This rule transforms your history and your present from a series of random events into a coherent, necessary journey. How can you be insecure when you believe deeply that your life as it is unfolding is the exact raw material you were meant to work with? The sixth rule: your body is your training ground. Stoicism is not a disembodied philosophy. The Stoics believed in ascesis, discipline, training. Cato the Younger was known for his rugged, uncomplaining endurance. Why? Because physical discipline, embracing mild discomfort, pushing your limits in training, mastering your urges, trains the mind. When you choose the harder pillow, the cold shower, the extra mile, you are sending a message to your subconscious: I am in command. This builds a confidence that is visceral, not just intellectual. You know what you can endure because you've tested your edges in a controlled environment. The seventh and final rule: memento mori. Let your mortality define your priorities. This is the ultimate perspective shifter. Remember, you must die. Far from being morbid, this is a liberation. It asks the sharpest question: if today were the last chapter, what would you be afraid of? Whose opinion would you fear? What trivial thing would you react to? The shadow of mortality cuts away all pretense and bullshit. It forces you to focus only on what is essential, acting with virtue, expressing love, doing meaningful work. A person who is intimate with this truth walks with a different gravity. They don't have time for petty reactions. Their confidence comes from living a life aligned with their deepest values, right now. Don't try to master all seven at once. That's a reaction of impatience. Start with one. Perhaps this week you practice the morning pre-meditation. Next week, add the discipline of speech. Carry a notepad, journal in the evening. Where did you leak energy? Where did you hold firm? This is not a theoretical exercise. It is the practice, the gym for your soul. The dangerous confidence we speak of is simply the muscle memory of a mind trained in these principles. The world is designed to trigger your reactions. News cycles, social media, opinions, dramas, they all want your emotional energy. To react to nothing is not to be passive, it is to be selective, strategic, and sovereign. It is to choose your battles from a place of unshakable inner fort, not from a place of triggered insecurity. These 7 Stoic rules are your architecture for that fort. Brick by brick, judgment by judgment, you build it. Your journey to this deeper confidence starts with a choice to engage with wisdom, not just consume content. If you found value in this deep dive into Stoic power, then subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell, because we are just getting started. We have more ancient wisdom to unpack, more modern applications to explore, all dedicated to one goal: helping you build an unshakable life. Subscribe now, and let's continue this journey together. Remember, they cannot shake what is built on stone. become stone. I'll see you in the next video.